Hi, this is Russell Stannard from teachertrainingvideos.com. Got a great video for you today on working with Jamboard. Jamboard is a free tool that comes if you've got a Gmail account. It's a collaborative, interactive whiteboard. It's got stickies, it's got text, it's got the option to draw, to add in pictures. I'm going to show you some examples of the sorts of things that I've been practicing and I've also seen teachers do. Really easy if you're going to work online because you can just share a link and the students can then click on the link and then begin to engage with the Jamboard. But you can also invite students by sending in an email. Really hope you like the video. Lots of practical ideas today. If you do, please like it, please share it with other teachers, please comment on it, and of course if you want to come over and join me on teachertrainingvideos.com, loads more free videos, and of course sign up to the newsletter to keep up with all the new videos and content I produce. Let's get started. So I'm going to make this really practical because I've been watching teachers using it, so I've been able to pick up some ideas. First of all, you go to your Google account, you go on your apps and you come down to the bottom and hopefully you should find that you have got Jamboard. Double click on that and it will open up into the screen. You can see I've done 2 Jamboards already. Now I'm going to super quickly introduce you to the technology and then we're going to start doing some really examples. So I'm going to click on New Jamboard. Okay, best thing to start with is to give it a name. So I'm going to call this my 3rd Jamboard. As I said, I've not used this much, but I've been watching lots of teachers using them. So my 3rd Jamboard. Okay, let's just call it like that. This is an interactive whiteboard. In a minute I'm going to show you how you can get students to access the board, but you've got some basic tools here, really useful. Of course you can draw on the screen, of course you can add a picture, you can upload a picture from your computer by just simply clicking here, choosing a picture and then opening that up onto the screen. So you can have pictures on the screen as well, can move things around. You've got a really useful button here because you can create stickies and just add a sticky, and I'll be showing you some lovely ideas in a minute using stickies. Of course we can add text onto the screen. So again, just click and then click on the screen, write your text. You can format the text a little bit here from the beginning, but the way I'm going to present all this technology in a minute is really when I show you exactly how. First of all, we share a board and then a series of different activities that I've seen teachers doing. There are 2 ways that we can get students to share. I'm just going to show you both ways. Now, what I've been seeing in the classroom is that the teacher clicks on the share button, clicks here, make sure that it's set to anyone with the link can edit, click on done, or in fact click on copy link first and then click on done, then immediately share that link in the chat window so that the students can click on the link and they can join in the session. So just to demo that, here is that link. Imagine I'm a student now and suddenly I will come straight in to the Jamboard and now I can begin to collaborate. Okay, so that's the quickest way of getting students to collaborate. There is another way and let's have a quick look at that as well now. So if you click on the share button here and you've actually got a couple of options. The easiest way is to simply send a invitation to someone. So I'm going to send an invitation and get someone to join me, and I'm just going to write can you join me, and obviously you can send a invitation to lots of people, and you've got 2 choices. They can either be an editor or a viewer. Now obviously if you want them to collaborate you need them to click on the edit button. Okay, or sorry, you need to click on the edit button. So I'm going to send this invitation and hopefully in a minute we'll see someone will be joining us and be able to collaborate with me on the screen. Possibility here is, let's say that you create categories and then you ask different students to add words to categories, and of course you can have various categories on the screen, so you're not limited to just 3 or 4 if you want to add as many categories as you want. And it would also be possible then, so I've got here food, transport, flowers, and let's write in sports. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically tell each student which category I want them to add words underneath. Okay, and again they can use the text file to do this. Perhaps I might, just to make it a little bit easier to do it like this. So I'm going to ask Ivona to write, to think of as many foods as she can, and she can write her words here. Another student could be writing under transport, another could be writing under sports, another could be writing under flowers. So I can see now Ivona is beginning to write under the food one, and she can obviously write in her words. The first word she's written is cheese. Hopefully she's going to write a few more words. Let's see if she's going to write any more. Yeah, now she's added the word bread. And again, other students could be doing exactly the same. So we can get students to be kind of working in this way and building up vocabulary. And the nice thing about something like this is that you could probably have, I would have thought, maybe 5 or 6, possibly even more. If you look at the screen, you could have another one here. So we could have a whole range of students adding words onto the screen. Let's look at another example. What we're going to do for this one is we're going to add up a picture. Now we can grab photos that are basically, we can either upload a photo from our computer, or if we've got some images already accessible, perhaps that we've saved on our Google Drive. So in my case, for example, I can go to my Google Drive and grab any pictures from there. I'll do upload here. So I'm going to select a file, and I'm going to quickly jump over to my pictures, and I'm going to look for something that I can get Ivona to kind of tag. So I've uploaded this picture into the screen. I'm going to drag that picture up and make it a little bit bigger. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write some keywords associated with that picture. I won't do it in, I'll use the text one, and I'm simply going to put here telephone. Again, I'm just suggesting possible ideas that we could use, just different ways that we could work with this tool. Hopefully it will give you some ideas that you could use as well. Let's just put, sorry, I'm just trying to write too fast, apologize. Now what I'm going to get Ivona to do is draw lines that connect the particular object to the word. So in other words, what she would need to do is, for example, draw a line. As you can see, it draws over the top of the screen, so absolutely brilliant. And I want her to connect all of the words to the different objects or the different things in the image really well. You can see her, off she goes. She's already doing it now. She's connecting all the different things onto the screen. Again, we don't have to have one student. We could have more than one student collaborating on this. I'm just trying to suggest different ways that we could use this technology. I think there's a lot of where this could be very useful is when we're working with young learners. What I've done here is I've created two kind of stickies, and then I've got some words here, and what I'm hoping Ivona's going to do any minute now is to begin to move the words underneath the create category. So I could have got Ivona to obviously write lines towards the categories. That could have also worked, and of course again this activity we could have more than one person doing it. The way that you add the words onto the screen is by just simply using the text. That's all I've done. But as soon as you create a piece of text, then it becomes a unmovable object, and you can see we can do that. You can also draw on the screen, and what I've done is, again, really simple example of the type of thing that you can do. I've just got some really simple sentence here. This could obviously be a lot longer, and I'm going to get Ivona to underline the words that I want. For example, I'm going to tell her to underline the verb. So I'm just going to write a quick bit of instructions here. Ivona, underline the verbs. Okay, don't worry about the way that it looks on the screen. I can always move that afterwards. I'm just going to put that like that, and in fact she's already started, and you can see now that she's underlined the word went, she's underlined the word bought, and she's underlined the word visited. Now in theory you could have a whole series of sentences on the screen, okay, and for example even perhaps write the student's name next to the sentence, and then the student knows exactly where they can underline. So students, as I've said, can do all the things that we can do because we've given them the right rights to edit. Let's just have a look at some other options. Jamboard, because it's just so simple to use. You've got a limited number of tools, very useful background, clear the frame and background buttons if you want to have a different background, for example. Very limited number of options. I really like that. Obviously we've seen how you can share. Now one thing is, obviously if you create a board, you might want to save it as a PDF file. You might want to save it as an image, which you can also do. That's right. So keep that in mind. And of course, all your Jamboards are saved on your Google Drive. So when you come to your Jamboards, as you saw at the beginning of the video, you'll be able to see all of your Jamboards. And of course, you can open them up again and get students collaborating on them. But great tool, very simple to use. And I think it's got lots of potential. I'm really looking forward to beginning to use it in my own teaching and learning. Okay, really hope you like that video. If you do, and if you want more free videos, please come over to teachertrainingvideos.com. Loads and loads of videos, lots of different technologies, some great stuff on the opening page. Don't forget as well, if you want to keep up with all my work, the best thing to do is to sign up to the newsletter. That way you get updated with all the latest videos, the blog posts, the webinars, and the online courses that I run. And you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you do that, then don't forget to click on the bell, and that way you'll be updated when all the latest videos come out. Finally, if you do want some training, and I'm doing more and more training these days, even some one-to-one work with people that want to develop their own YouTube channel or who want to learn to use Camtasia, then you can contact me. Running lots and lots of training courses at the moment with organisations, and you can contact me from the website. Thank you very much.